Good morning. I am Lavanya, working as Associate Professor in the Department of ECE, Ramchandra College of Engineering, Eluru. Today we are going to discuss about features and performance parameters of IC741 from Linear IC Applications course. So these are the contents that we are going to present in this video. First one is IC741 and its features. Next, op-amp parameters and measurement, and input and output offset voltages and currents, sleeve rates, CMRR, that is common mode rejection ratio, PSRR, that is power supply rejection ratio. Here we have mentioned this as supply voltage rejection ratio also, that is SVRR, and thermal drift. So these are the contents that we are going to present in this video. Next, what is this IC741 and its features? So we have already seen IC741 pin diagram, all those things. Here we are going to show the pin diagram again to remind how this IC741 will appear. So here we have taken 8-pin mini dip package. Here it consists of 8 pins. So the starting pin representation is with a dot. From the top surface you will be having a dot. From the dot you will be counting the pin count, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. That is from top to bottom on left side, and from right side you will be taking from bottom to top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we will be discussing again what are the pins that will be used. Here first pin is offset null, second pin is inverting input, or we call it as negative input terminal of an op-amp. Third one is non-inverting input or positive input of this op-amp. Whereas minus V, fourth pin is minus V, which represents negative power supply, that is connected here. Next, fifth pin is offset null, which is a positive offset null pin. Next, sixth pin is output pin, and seventh pin is the plus VCC, which is represented as a positive power supply, and eighth pin is no connection. So here eighth pin is not connected, it is left empty. And if you consider first pin and the fifth pin, these two pins will act as a offset null pins, where in between these two you will be connecting a 10 kilo ohms potentiometer with a wiper that is connected to fourth pin, that is negative power supply, which is usually of 10 kilo ohms potentiometer. So by adjusting this wiper, you can nullify the offset voltages that is presenting at the output terminal because of some input bias current or input offset current or input offset voltage, such parameters. So we will be discussing its features. So this IC741 features. First one is short circuit and overload protection is provided in this IC741. So in this IC741, due to some high currents or overload supply voltages, this IC will not be damaged easily. So in this circuit or IC itself, we can see the short circuit and overload protection circuits. In theory, that is this offset null voltages. So we can adjust this offset null voltages to 0 by adjusting the 10 kilo ohms potentiometer that is connected in between first pin and the fifth pin of this ICs. So here it is shown that in theory DC output voltage will be equal to 0 if both inputs of IC741 are connected to ground. So if these two inputs are connected to ground, which means that both input voltages are applied to 0. So if inputs is 0, we generally say the output voltage is equal to 0 volts. But there exists some output voltage due to some additional offset values. So this additional voltage, that is this output voltage, will not be equal to 0, that it gives some value. That additional value is said to be offset value. So this IC itself provides offset null pin. So because of this offset null pins, you can reduce output offset voltage to 0 without any additional circuitry. So that is the advantage we have in this IC741. Next, you will be having common mode rejection ratio and the differential gain ranges, differential voltage ranges to be very large values. Ideally, we know that CMRR is equal to infinity and differential voltage is equal to very high value. So this is very high value and the CMRR is ideally infinity. So we know that CMRR is nothing but AD by AC. So here CMRR is nothing but the AD by AC. So if we reduce this common mode gain to 0, then differential gain is some high value. It automatically produces the CMRR to be equal to infinity. But practically, if you consider for IC741, this CMRR is considered to be very large value, and differential voltage is also will be large. So next feature that we have is it doesn't require any external frequency compensation. So which is discussed in the AC characteristics. That is, from AC characteristics, due to instability, we need to connect some external frequency compensation circuits. But in IC741, there will be internal capacitance which compensates the, it is called as compensating capacitor, which compensates the requirements whatever it is produced due to instability, that is gain and bandwidth requirements. So it also doesn't need external compensation for phase component. So regarding phase parameters also, it nullifies the additional things whatever you are getting. So hence this simplifies the circuit design and minimizes number of components. So as we are not connecting any extra components or extra circuitry for frequency compensation as well as phase compensation, it simplifies the circuit design and minimizes the number of components required. Hence, the size of the circuit will also be reduced, and it makes simplified designing of a circuit by using IC741. So here there is no latch-up problem as we are not using any extra components. Next, low power consumption. So here we are not using any bulky devices. Since IC741 is a small device, it doesn't consume more power. So the power consumption is very, very less in IC741. Next, we are going for performance parameters of IC741. Here, the performance parameters we have to discuss is that characteristic values like input offset voltage. So input offset voltage is nothing but it is a voltage applied between two input terminals of op-amp to null the output. That means you will be having some output offset voltage, say some 50 millivolts. Say output offset voltage is 50 millivolts. So in order to nullify this 50 millivolts, we are connecting some voltage, offset voltage at the input terminals, which is nothing but the difference between input values of two terminals. So this voltage is said to be input offset voltage. So typically the value of this input offset value is lowest level is 15 microvolts and the maximum value will be 6 millivolts DC. Next we have input offset current, so which is denoted with IOS. So this is IOS, which is nothing but the difference between the currents that are entering into the inverting and non-inverting terminals. So it is defined as the algebraic difference between currents entering into the inverting and non-inverting terminals. So the maximum input offset current will be 200 nanoamps for IC741 and it can be reduced almost to 6 nanoamps, which is very less value. Next one is input bias current. Input bias current is denoted with IB. So this is nothing but the average value of inverting and non-inverting input currents. That is, it is given as IB is equal to IB1 plus IB2 by 2. For IC741, the maximum input bias current is considered to be, the typical value of this input bias current is 500 nanoamps, and the minimum value that we can obtain is plus or minus 7 nanoamps. Next one is differential input resistance and input capacitance. So differential input resistance is nothing but input resistance. Since the op-amp or IC is used in differential mode and suppressing the common mode, we will be representing this input resistance as differential input resistance. So it is the equivalent resistance that is measured from any one of the input terminals by keeping other terminal connected to ground. So this value is ideally it should be infinity, but practically the typical value for IC741 is as high as 2 mega ohms for this IC. Next one is input capacitance. Generally this input capacitance is avoided, but if we consider this input capacitance, it will be around 1.5 picofarads, which is very, very less. This is also the same as an equivalent capacitance that that is measured from any one of the input terminal by keeping other terminal connected to ground. Generally, we will not be going for input capacitance. If we connect input capacitance or some other components in this circuit, it will increase the power consumption factors. Next one is common mode rejection ratio, which is nothing but CMRR, and supply voltage rejection ratio, SVRR, that we are representing it as PSRR. Common mode rejection ratio is defined as the ratio of differential voltage gain to the common mode gain. As we have discussed in previously, the CMRR should be ideally equal to infinity. That means this common mode voltage should be almost equal to 0, and this differential voltage gain is maintained to be a higher value. So if this CMRR is high, then we can say that there is a better matching between the two input terminals. For IC741, CMRR is 90 dB. Generally, CMRR will be measured in terms of dBs. That is 20 into log of AD by AC. So here we have around 90 dB. Is a very good value for IC741. Next one is SVRR. So which is nothing but the power supply rejection ratio or supply voltage rejection ratio. So this is the change in op-amp's offset voltage caused by variations in supply voltage. That means we have discussed that output op-amp will have output offset voltage due to variations in supply voltage. So this value should be equal to, ideally it should be equal to 0, and it is mentioned to be, that is for IC741 it is very less value, that is around 150 microvolts. Next one is output resistance. Output resistance is ideally it should be equal to 0. So which is a equivalent resistance that is measured in between output terminal and the ground terminal. So it is also called as a load resistance. So generally this output resistance should be equal to 0, but for IC741 it is a 75 ohms, which is very less value. So generally the range for this value is also considered to be less than 100 ohms. So for IC741 it is 75 ohms, which is very less, and it is acceptable. And next one is power consumption. So power consumption for this IC741 is very low, as we have discussed in the features of 741, and its typical value is 85 milliwatts. Next is supply current. The supply current drawn by IC741 from the power supply is around 2.8 milliamps. Next one is sleeve rate. Sleeve rate we have discussed earlier. So it is the most important parameters for selecting op-amps for high frequencies. So sleeve rate is defined as the maximum rate of change of output voltage per unit time and is expressed in terms of volts per microseconds. So it is denoted with SR, that is equal to dV0 by dt. Generally for IC741, the sleeve rate is 0.5 volts per microseconds, which is a very small value. Next, the assignment questions that can be expected from these topics are, here almost all the questions are asked for short answers. So we have to, first one is we have to define what is CMRR. So for this question, first you have to elaborate what is CMRR. That means it is expanded as common mode rejection ratio, and then we have to write the definition. That is the ratio of differential gain to the common mode gain is called as CMRR. And we have to write the formula, that is CMRR is equal to, which is denoted with the letter rho, is equal to AD by AC, and CMRR in dB will be equal to 20 into log of AD by AC. So if you write these 2 points, you will be getting 2 marks, or the same question can be asked for 3 marks also. Next, same definition for PSRR. So first we have to expand this, what is PSRR, power supply rejection ratio, and we have to write the definition for power supply rejection ratio, and we have to mention if it is good, and it will be gaining marks if you write the typical values. So ideally the PSRR will be equal to 0, and practically also it is a very less value that we have mentioned earlier. Define sleeve rate and PSRR. Here it is asked for same. Again, sleeve rate we have to write the definition and formula. Similarly, PSRR as we mentioned in second question, we have to mention the definition as well as ideal and typical values. If you don't remember practical value, just mention the ideal value, it is sufficient. You can gain 2 marks. So for sleeve rate you will be getting 2 marks, and for PSRR you will be getting 2 marks. Next, here also it is asked for definitions again, CMRR and drift. Drift is nothing but the thermal drift. This we have seen in the AC characteristics. So this is nothing but there will be a change in performance of the performance of the device, that is IC741, if temperature changes. That is, if we nullify all the output offset voltages to zeros at 25 degrees Celsius, then if there is some change in temperature, then these values will be varied again. So hence we have to see that the temperature should be maintained constant. This is called a thermal drift. Next, here it is asked all the questions for 7 marks as essay question. So sleeve rate, CMRR, PSRR, and drift. And along with this, we have to list out ideal and practical characteristics of the above parameters. So while writing the definitions itself, we have to write what is the ideal value and what is the practical value for sleeve rate, CMRR, PSRR, and the drift values. So it gives the 7 marks. So these are the expected questions that will be asked from these topics. Thank you.